You have to be committed through the storm and the rain and the heartache and the pain and the disappointment, or you're not gonna make it.
When the night begins to fall, when you hear the siren call,
at some point, everything's gonna go south on you. Everything's gonna go south, and you're gonna say, this is it. This is how I end.
when shadows fill the sky, you know it's time to rise.
Life is not easy at all. There's gonna be challenges. You're gonna get beat down.
There's a hero in you.
When you feel like giving up, don't. When you thinking about giving up, don't.
A hero.
When it look like you ain't gonna make it, keep going.
There's a hero in you.
When they tell you you're not gonna make it, don't believe them.
There's a hero in you.
You got to be relentless.
It's a chance you're taking, and the world is waiting.
Anybody can dream it, but you'll never see it until you're willing to be committed to it.
Feel your heart beat fast now. No, you can't look back now.
It ain't over. No matter what happens to you, it ain't over. Ain't no such a thing as over.
Your problem is you're not intentional and deliberate. You wake up on Monday and you might be strong, but by Wednesday, are you hearing what I'm telling you? You're not intentional and deliberate. You are hoping that the best is going to happen to you, and the best never happens to you. You got to be intentional and deliberate, whether you're making money or not making money. You got to decide that you're going to do something, and you got to do it every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday. The problem with some of you in this room, you're not intentional and deliberate. Listen to me, there are no shortcuts to success. There are no discounts to success. It's always sweat. It's always blood. It's always tears. You always have to give all to be the best.
Life is going to happen. And you're gonna set up a plan, and you're gonna have a vision, and you're gonna hope that it's gonna turn out perfect. But what so often happens in life is that things get burned. And things go the wrong way. And it's in that moment that you're gonna have to choose your reaction. Do you have a choice to make? Do you have the right reaction, or do you have the wrong reaction?
You really need to create a situation where you sink or swim. And you'll learn how to swim. You've got to place yourself in the midst of a storm, and it's got to be a self-created storm. Otherwise, most people have to wait till the shit comes crumbling down before they take action in life. I'm inviting you to create a shitstorm for yourself so that you will be motivated by the wolf crying at the door, by the dog nipping at your ass, by the fire under your ass.
And it doesn't matter how you get knocked down in life, because that's gonna happen. All that matters is that you gotta get out.
Sometimes you're barely making any progress at all. And that tough situation is making you want to stop. And what you eventually learn is you can't stop.
We all look for toughness. We all want it, but we look for it in a comfortable environment. I was trying to look for it everywhere. The only way you find it is to drown yourself in a position where you're just out of sorts, where you can't swim and you're drowning.
As you're going through your go-through, you ready to quit, you ready to give in, because it don't look like you think it should look. You've been doing it for 5 years and it don't look like you think. You put all your money in it. You put all your time in it. People are looking at you crazy. 5 years you've invested. Oh, You have absolutely nothing to do with what happened to you. It's not your fault. You got knocked on the ground. You had absolutely nothing to do with that. And I'm not blaming you for that. But if I come back a week later, you're still on the ground, that's your fault.
You have got to suffer to grow.
We need adversity, we need difficulty, we need struggle, you need a weight to carry. And if you don't have any of this, you do not get your character tested, you do not advance in your own perception of who you are in this world.
I want to see that guy who immersed himself in fucking hell. And he thought about quitting and leaving and his wife and his kids, and why am I here? Is it worth it? All this crazy shit. And still said and found out a way to get through it. Life was basically the perfect grounds for training for where you need to go in your life. All the beatings, all the bullying, all the, you going through learning disabilities, all the struggles. It was the absolute perfect training ground for you to go to where you need to go.
Unchosen suffering is going to happen in life. Your parents are going to pass away, loved ones are going to die, your relationships are going to break down, your body is going to fail you. You're going to become ill or sick or destitute. Things are going to happen that you have no control over. And the only way that you can prepare yourself for unchosen suffering is with chosen suffering.
Your life and the journey you put yourself through, there's nothing more than that. And that's all I want people to do, is realize that you have to struggle. You have to struggle. The bigger the struggle, the bigger the peace. The bigger the suffering, the more peace. You have to suffer.
Come on, man, get up again tomorrow, get up again tomorrow, get up again tomorrow, the next day, get up, keep going. How long can you maintain a positive attitude? You need to show people that you could do it.
The truth is, too many of us are focused on the wrong thing. We spend so much time worrying about what other people are doing, where they're going, and how they're succeeding, that we forget the one person we need to focus on ourselves. It's easy to get distracted by other people's lives. Social media, for example, gives us a front row seat to everyone else's accomplishments, their vacations, their successes. And we find ourselves caught in that comparison trap, wondering why we're not there yet or why we don't have what they have. But here's the thing, when you focus on others, you lose sight of what really matters, your own growth. The most successful people, the happiest people, the ones who are making a real difference, are not the ones who spend their lives looking at what others are doing. They are the ones who put all their energy into becoming the best version of themselves. That's where you need to start, by focusing on yourself. Imagine a race, a competition, and you're running alongside others. It's easy to get distracted by the runner next to you, how fast they're going, how smooth their stride is, what they're wearing, or how they look. But here's the truth, you can't win that race if you're focused on someone else. You win by concentrating on your own path, your own pace, and your own progress. It's the same with life.
The life of an entrepreneur, the life of a successful person is not glitz and glamour, okay? It's not the glory. It's also not the shit. Some people make it sound like it's shit, like it's horrible, and like it's the worst thing ever. It's not. Are you going to have uncomfortable situations and high levels of stress and tons of situations that are gonna, make you feel bad and make you feel like shit and wear you out and stress you out? Yes, absolutely. You have to understand that there are gonna be times when it's low, it's bad, everything's going wrong, everything's got you stressed. Everything's got you mad. Everything's got you frustrated. And that could go on for a couple weeks too, even longer. It could go on for months.
Understanding your why is the cornerstone of focusing on yourself. It is the internal compass that guides your decisions, fuels your passion, and keeps you grounded in the face of uncertainty.
You stay with one thing, and then you let time do the work. You just do the repetition. Use the same tea over and over again.
If you do not have clear, specific goals for your life, you are doomed forever to work for people who do. And that seems to be the case. And yet only 5% of people have goals. So the key starting point with regard to clarity is to know where it is you're going and what it is you want to be and what it is you want to have and what it is you want to do.
You gotta get focused, man.
You got to understand that this hard time that you're going through, everything you're going through is preparing you for what you've asked God for. Everything you ever thought you would not make it through, you got past it.
You know, the war that you have to really fight is the war against yourself. You have to fight the war against yourself. Now, it's not easy to look in the mirror and to change your own life. It's hard as hell. You have to take responsibility. You have to learn new things. You have to feel uncomfortable.
The bottom line is, you've got to become uncomfortable. You need challenge. But that challenge comes in the form of throwing yourself off a cliff and then learning how to fly on the way down, or pointing to the stars and aiming to reach that shit. Hopefully you land on the moon.
Success has nothing to do with potential. It's all about the perseverance of somebody. That will override any endeavor. If you throw shit against the wall, eventually something will stick. You guys that have this potential, don't have this potential, you know, that shit dies. What continues to last forever is a perseverance to always show up. That's what champions do. Every single champion is the same as every ordinary person. The only differential is that they show up to the event every single day. It doesn't matter what you're born with. It doesn't matter your potential, how much, the silver spoon of money you have. All of that can be attained if you show up and you're willing to risk failure for success.
Of all the things that we will have God lead us to do, sometimes we will experience a spirit of the fear of failure. It'll stop you from becoming what God meant you to be. You'll live a life of regret, a life of could have, should have, wish I would have. How do we overcome the fear of failure? The fear of failure will destroy you.
You're always going to have this feeling of failure because you're not connecting to something that's really a part of you in a deep, deep way. What I call your primal inclinations. I want you to change your idea of what failure is.
There's 10,000 times more going on inside the head of a man than you have any idea. He's carrying burdens that you don't have a clue about. And he don't know how to express them. And he don't know what to do about it. And he figures if he puts it out there and communicates it, he's just going to be shot down, called a fool, called weak. So he carries it inside. And you have no clue the burdens and the hell that most men are carrying inside and not even showing you.
The price of progress is pain. The price of progress is pain. Most people do not want to experience pain. They like comfort. So if you want progress, you must be willing to, in the process, experience pain so that you may achieve your goal.
The journey you're embarking on is not an easy path. It's not for the ill-hearted or the weak-natured. It's for the strong people. And before you embark on this journey, mentally, you have to prepare yourself for it. Knowing it's going to get worse before it gets better. When you embark this journey, you must know that it's going to go down before it comes up. But when it comes up, it's going to go so much higher than you've ever been. Sacrificing today for tomorrow's betterment.
Most of y'all think that a lion is who he is because of how ferocious he is when he catch that gazelle, when he catch that zebra. Can I be real with y'all? If a lion see an animal that's wounded, or a real hunter see an animal that's wounded, what do? They don't kill him. Why don't they kill him? He already hurt. And they beast. A part of being a beast just ain't eating a gazelle. A part of being a beast is the hunts.
You gotta pay a price for winning. But most people aren't willing to pay it. They may pay it once, but literally you gotta pay it every single day. And the crazy part about that is the price changes daily.
Embrace the pain. Pain is good for you. It's great for you. This is no fun. But when you finish and you go through weeks and months, the value that you get is much greater than the pain. That pain, that resistance is good for you.
Take the call to adventure into the unknown and risk everything for what's merely a dream. See, the thing is, most of us are focused on like what the result is going to be. Like perhaps you could be an Olympic gold medalist. This is that call to adventure that every boy faces between the ages of 17 and 23 that not only end up in the attainment of some particular goal, because we never even know what the goal will ultimately be at the end of it. We think it's one thing, a lot of times it changes, but because of who you'll become when you take that journey. Because now you're embarking upon a journey that's going to require the development of a lot of your character traits. You're going to have to become a new person. You're going to face a lot of challenges. The reason why they call it the call to adventure is because you're going on a fucking adventure. You're going out into the wilderness.
How can I deal with the fact that this is painful for me? And the answer is, the fact that it is painful is the reason that it's working. Like, if it wasn't you stepping out, everybody else that has to try and step out into this new life faces this same thing too. Every single person does. That's why most people don't do it. Like, this is what hard feels like, and this is why most people don't win.
You need to love pain to be an athlete. This is real. You need to love pain.
The man who loves walking will walk further than the man who loves the destination. And when you love the journey, the goals just happen. You hit milestones as a side effect, because it doesn't matter. At that point, I don't care if I can lift this much weight or run this fast. I mean, that's cool, but I don't love it as much as I love the journey. I love the journey. What does the journey consist of? Sucking at something, failing, getting better.
Experiencing pain in your muscles and aching, and just then go on and go on and then go on. And this last 2 or 3 or 4 repetitions, that's what makes actually the muscle then grow. And that divides then one from a champion and one from not being a champion. If you can go through this pain barrier, you make it to be a champion. If you can't go through, forget it. And that's what most people lack, is on this having the guts to go in and just say, I go through and I don't care what happens. You know, it aches, and if I fall down, I have no fear of fainting in a gym, because I know it could happen. I threw up many times while I was working out, but it doesn't matter, because it's all worth it.
The fruit of everything good in life begins with a challenge. Everything is uphill that's worthwhile. It's easier to go from failure to success than it is from excuses to success. The moment you make excuses for your life, you take the exit off of where you're trying to go. Because excuses give you a reason for not being exceptional.
That pain you feel, that's the pain of success. You must be willing to shoulder that pain to get to success. Success is something that's a very lonely path in this world, because few are willing to make that down payment of pain for that futurement of success, the better life. Very few are.
Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get off the pity potty. Telling everybody your sad and sob stories, trying to get people to show up to your pity potties and your pity parades. If you ever see me in a Rolls Royce, a 6 or 7 star hotel, living my life to the fullest, don't get jealous of me.
You guys have no idea. When you're hurt, how do you feel? You lay down, right? You take a second. You go, you take your vitamins, you do your thing. When I'm hurt, I love it. I love that feeling because it's real. That's the most realest feeling that you could ever have, is being in pain, because everything else, happiness could be fake, crying could be fake, but pain, that's real.
How many times do we gotta say the same shit? Most of y'all aren't gonna do a fucking thing. And you're gonna be mad at me for saying that. When in reality, you should be mad at yourself, because 2 years ago you said shit, last year you said shit, this year you're saying shit, and next year you're gonna be saying the same shit. So understand that when you're trying to avoid the pain, when you're trying to avoid the struggle, when you're trying to avoid the hard things in life, you are actively choosing to be average. You are actively choosing to be mediocre. And you are actively choosing to move further away from what you want. Because that hardship and that pain, they give you the skills that will forge you into a champion.
Most of the limitations we have do not exist in reality, they exist only in your own mind. And one of the starting points of great achievement is to start questioning those self-limiting beliefs and throw them off and act as if they did not exist.
So continuing to push through and almost seeing that level of discomfort as a signal, it's like a way marker that's been planted in the ground. Yes, more this way. So the route that has a lot of discomfort down it, usually on the other side of that, ends up with something which is valuable.
Anything can be learned. I can start playing golf like Tiger Woods. The only thing that separates me to Tiger Woods is desire and repetition. So when you bugger off to the pub, or you sit and watch your favorite TV program, I study charts. I go over the trading day. Just like Tiger Woods, when everyone else hit the clubhouse, he went and worked out. And there's no shortcuts. You can't buy a book, you can't attend a course, you can't listen to anyone. You see, you can't be taught anything. I cannot teach you anything. You have to decide to teach yourself. I can guide you, but ultimately you, in any endeavor in life, be it sport, be it politics, be it education, you have to want it yourself. And that's what separates 99% with the 1%, the ones that truly dream and dare and go for their goals and their vision.
The difference is, how do you look at it? How do you approach it? How do you deal with it? How do you admit it and see it for what it is? And then what do you do about it? And so what I'm telling you tonight is this is just what all of us go through. I'm telling you, quit moping, quit whining, and get up and keep going. The bell will ring. On this particular fight that you're in, whatever it may be, the bell will ring and that fight will be over. None of them last forever.